Let's talk about 9 signs she's a loyal girl. Many people are asking, what are the signs that she's a cheater? How do you know if she'll be loyal or not? Let's face it, nobody wants to give their heart and their life to someone that they truly adore only to have it stomped on. Are you maybe afraid of that too? Here's the good news. Most people truly just want to love and be loved. And knowing the signs that she is authentic and loyal will help you feel confident as you commit to her and build an authentic love together. As a Christian dating coach, loyalty and authenticity are at the forefront of what I teach. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. As we explore these powerful signs she's a loyal woman, I want you to remember that recognizing these signs is truly just the beginning. It's equally crucial to understand how to find this kind of woman and captivate her heart, ensuring that she desires a lifelong relationship with you. In my academy, I guide my clients through this process, empowering them to succeed in love regardless of their past experiences. So if you're coming into this video feeling like maybe you've failed at love too many times, I want you to disregard that right now. The past doesn't matter. It's what we do with the future. So let's get started with the first sign she is a loyal woman. Sign number 1 is that she doesn't look around at other guys a lot. Maybe you're sitting down to dinner or you're at a party and she's, kind of like checking everything else out. Don't get me wrong. Even when you're in a relationship or married, you don't all of a sudden just become blind and you don't notice if somebody's attractive or not. It's just that you don't focus on it anymore. We have eyes, we can see. And it's even normal to scan the room and see who's there, especially at like a party or something like that. But if she's, spending a lot of time checking out the other guys, what makes you think she's going to stay with you? She's not. She's not going to stay with any of them either. So if she's giving you her attention, that's a good sign that she's a loyal person. And the second sign is very similar. This is that she doesn't spend a lot of time talking about other men. Have you ever dated someone or known a girl who just talks about all her past relationships or all the men in her life or all the guys she's interacted with lately? This is a clear sign that she is obsessed with a lot of guys in her life instead of just one. She is not in a place where she's looking for lifelong commitment right now. However, a woman who doesn't spend a lot of time telling you about all the other guys, that is a good sign that she's interested in you. Again, this doesn't mean that she can't ever talk about other men or other people, especially when your relationship becomes more and more serious. It can be normal to talk about past relationships, what you learned, things like that. It's not that it's like you can't ever talk about it. It's just if this is a theme where she's always talking about other guys, that is a clear red flag. The next sign is one of my favorites. This sign is that she is invested in the relationship. I get a lot of comments from men feeling like they have to give everything in the relationship. A relationship is only really a good relationship if it's balanced, if both people are giving. If you feel like you have to exert everything in the relationship to make it work and you're just not receiving, that's a sign this is not a good situation. Understand that women who are like mature, high-value women want to give to the relationship as well. And so if she's invested in that relationship, it means it has value to her. If she's not a loyal person and she's not looking for commitment, she's not going to be invested in the relationship. So pay attention. If she's invested, it's a very good sign. Okay, I know I just said that the last sign was one of my favorites. This one is too. This sign is that she has a close relationship with God. And I just want to mention, as a Christian coach, remember that actions speak louder than words. Anyone can say that they're a Christian, but not everybody actually tries to live the way Christ lived and tries to be a Christ-like person. So sadly, and I get this all the time in comments and emails, men saying, hey, I met her at church and she's a total jerk. The sad reality is that happens. Not everybody lives their religion. That doesn't mean there's a problem with religion. That means there's a problem with them. But that's a discussion for another day. Pay attention. If someone truly has a close relationship with God, they would never dream of cheating on anyone. That's something they would never consider doing. If she loves God and she is true and committed to God, then she's going to be true and committed to her husband and to her family. The last thing she's going to want is to throw that out the window. So if, again, actions speak louder than words, if you notice that she authentically has a close relationship with God, that is a very good sign that she will be loyal to you because she's a woman of virtue and integrity. Okay, this next sign might sound a bit obvious, but you would be shocked how many people don't even stop to think about it. This sign is that she has respect for relationships and family and marriage. If someone blatantly outright does not have respect for marriage, they don't have respect for family, they don't have respect for relationships, why in the world would you consider having a relationship with them? But many people do. Many people don't even stop to think about it. If somebody doesn't respect marriage, kind of tells you about how important commitment is to them. However, if someone does respect that, if that's a sacred thing, because yeah, marriage is a sacred thing. This is two people giving their lives and their souls to each other. That's a sacred thing. And if somebody respects that, they are going to be a million times better partner than someone who doesn't. Okay, we're halfway through this video, and can I just get an amen? Like, would you comment amen? This is good stuff, right? Now, something I'm going to mention, because I get questions and comments about this all the time. Many men, maybe you're one of them, think that loyal women don't exist. They think they just don't exist anymore. And the reason why is because they're only attracting the women who aren't loyal. Those are the only ones they're attracting. That is not a sign that women aren't loyal anymore. It's a sign you need new strategies really, really fast. Personally, I love taking the science-based approach to love and dating. This is what allows my clients to cut through the past failures and all the toxic nonsense out there and finally be able to have success in love. So if you feel like there are no loyal women out there, it is a clear sign you need some new strategies. And the best place to get started is in my free masterclass. Go to coachmelannie.com/masterclass. I'll put a link in the description below and a link in the pinned comment. It's time for you to have the strategies that will make you successful in love. So get started there now. Okay, the next sign she's a loyal woman is that you see she's trustworthy with others. If someone is a liar, you're going to see it. Even sometimes it can be tricky to know if somebody's lying to you, but you'll notice if she's lying to other people. If you've been following me for a while, you know that there used to be a lot of toxic people in my life. And as I became a coach, I realized it was time to get rid of the toxic people in my life. They were only making me miserable. And one of these acquaintances, she would just pick up her phone and she would just lie to her boss, like right in front of you, like pretend she was in another state when she was like 5 minutes away from work just because she didn't want to go into work. And so if somebody's a liar, you'll notice it because they just drop these little white lies everywhere. And so if you notice these signs that she's not a trustworthy person, she's not an honest person, what makes you think she's going to be honest with you? She's not going to be. However, if she is someone who values honesty, someone who is trustworthy, that is a good sign that virtue is going to trickle into her relationships as well. She's a trustworthy person. Okay, this next sign is a big one. This sign is that she shows genuine affection instead of only when she wants something. This is very, very common for toxic people, for manipulative people. They'll just shower you with affection when they want something from you. And then they just, if they don't want something, it doesn't matter. A woman who is loyal, a woman who is worth being married to, is a woman who shows you genuine affection because she genuinely has affection for you. She genuinely loves you. She wants to share that with you. As opposed to if you start sensing that she only shows you affection when she wants something, that is a clear sign she is not loyal. Okay, this next sign is that she includes you in her life instead of keeping you from getting too close. For instance, if somebody is a cheater, if that's their tendency, they don't really want you to know too much about their life. They don't want you to know the other people they know. They don't want you to meet the people, like their family. They don't want you to be, too involved in their life, but they'll go out to dinner with you, And so if you sense that she just really doesn't want to let you into her life, that is a definite red flag that this girl might be a cheater. However, if she's invested in the relationship, and she includes you in her life and introduces you to people at the appropriate times as the relationship develops, that is a good sign that she is loyal. She's not trying to hide anything from you. Okay, and this next sign is that she communicates openly. Again, if somebody has something to hide, they're going to try and hide it. But if somebody is good at communicating and they value being open, that is a very good sign of somebody who has that honesty, somebody who is trustworthy, rather than somebody who's always, trying to distract you or not let you notice what's going on. So a woman who communicates well is definitely a good sign of a woman who's going to be loyal to you and trustworthy. Now, I actually have a bonus sign for you. The reason it's a bonus sign is I can't say that it's a 100% accurate sign. There are a few variables, but I did want to present it here for you. If a woman dresses very immodestly, if she shows her body a lot, why is she doing that? Often it's because she wants all the guys to know how sexy she is. Whereas if a woman cares enough about herself and her future husband to save that for just them, that can be a good indicator that she's loyal. She's interested in only one man experiencing that with her. Now, is that to say that every woman who shows some skin is not loyal? No, but you do maybe want to ask yourself why she feels the need to show that much of herself to everyone. Why does she have to prove she's that sexy to everyone? It's just something to think about. However, many women who show a lot of skin are not remotely loyal. So again, this is not necessarily a 100% sign, but it is something you should be thinking about. This is something you need to be thinking about. So pay attention to the women who are dressing modestly and the women who are trying to still look their best while still respecting their bodies, respecting the temple that God gave them. Those women have to try really hard to do that, and they certainly deserve respect for it. Now, if any of these signs resonated with you and you're ready to take it a step farther and learn how to find and attract that beautiful, adorable, loyal partner, I invite you to join me in that free masterclass I mentioned earlier. In that training, I deep dive into the strategies that have helped countless men become the dream man of their dream girl. And all of this is completely authentic. It's never about games or pretending to be someone you're not. My academy, Attracting Lasting Love Academy, isn't just about finding love. It's about creating a lasting connection. So secure your spot in this masterclass by going to coachmelannie.com/masterclass or clicking the link in the description below. Let's make your love life as fulfilling as you deserve it to be. Thank you so much for watching, my amazing friend. And a huge shout out to everyone who's so generous with the super thanks. I really appreciate your support of wholesome, godly content. I'm seeing a very scary trend on YouTube right now where wholesome content is being buried and not being promoted. My views have dropped dramatically. And so having your support means a lot to me. So thank you. And if everyone would just take a second and share this video, that would help so much. Let's make the world a better place. Let's promote the wholesome content instead of that nasty stuff out there, because that nasty stuff is not helping anyone get a good relationship. Thank you so much again, my amazing friend, and have an amazing day. You're sitting down at a wheel. I just had like 16 thoughts run through my head. Okay. This hair is just really itching me today. But it looked so cute. You can't have it all, clearly. Okay, secret end of the video club. On that note of this kind of scary trend we're seeing on YouTube where it's just absolute filth in my industry. Oh my goodness, it's absolute filth. It horrifies me. Let's promote that wholesomeness, okay? So if you watch to the end of this video and if you appreciate wholesome content, comment wholesome. That's our word for the end of the video today. Thank you again for supporting me here. Thank you for being a rock star. I really appreciate you. And comment wholesome. Let's spread the good news.